Right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the finale of Dreamwalker. It's all been leading to this, and it's been leading to it for quite a while. First things first, how's my audio sound check? Because I messed around with them a little bit ago, and I haven't had a chance to test with you guys on your end. So let me know. If I'm a little too quiet, if I'm a little too loud, or whatever. Let me know. Um, shouldn't sound different to you players, but might sound a little different to them. So, I don't think we have any bookkeeping to do, so we can just kind of get right into our recap. Seems good. Okay, good. Does it sound different at all? Because it's slightly different, but it might not be actually noticeable. So we can get right back into our recap. Since it's the finale, we'll go back to the whole campaign, do a little recap, make sure we are all up to date. Sounds different, but you can't pinpoint how. Okay. All right, that's fine. As long as it doesn't sound worse, then we're good. So, previously on Dreamwalker, the party, having assembled to aid a young girl who was afflicted with a strange illness that left her in a sort of coma, an unending sleep. The party was assembled to aid her by a dream druid who had a rather unorthodox means of curing the illness. She determined that it was not a sickness or a disease, but rather a demon that was afflicting poor Elizabeth. And her solution was to send a group of brave travelers into the dreamscape to try to excise the demon from within. And so the party agreed to the term and were transported into the dreamscape. First to the forests of Elwyn-Dell, where they met a strange young girl named Suri and agreed to take them with her. Take her with them, rather. Well, she's the main character. They're the side character, really. No, the other way around. And after making their way through Elwyn-Dell and solving the problems of the poor villager, uh, they found a way deeper into the dream through a door. And so they traveled to the next layer, which was the swamp betwixt the mires and murk of the swamp. Among them, they found many different animal tribes, all kind of at odds with each other. And so the party, in order to travel deeper into the dream, made their way to each of the tribes to solve their differences and gain keystones that allowed them access to the Rose Maiden's temple. And after traveling into the Rose Maiden's temple and facing off against fearsome nightmare creatures, they found the Rose Maiden herself, a living, talking statue, overgrown with rose briar. And so they spoke with the Rose Maiden, who agreed to transport them deeper into the dream so long as their intentions were good and they were attempting to save Elizabeth. And so they progressed to the nightmare, the next layer of the dream. And upon arriving there, they found it a sort of war-torn and collapsing landscape, all sort of atrophying and falling apart into a unending void beneath them. The denizens of the land were all skeletons and undead, slowly withering away and dying. After navigating the nightmare and learning that to access the deepest part of the dream, they would need to pass a acidic miasma. The party set out to find a lantern that could ward away the fog, and they found it in the hands of an errant warden, one who was supposed to be protecting the realm, but had sort of withered away into a depression of his own. And after taking the lantern from him and traveling beyond the miasma, they found Midnight Hill, which is an orphanage. And so, at the deepest section of the dream, they explored the orphanage and found all sorts of sinister and nefarious things. But the party managed to aid the orphans who were staying at Midnight Hill. And after aiding each of them, they found the doors to the orphanage upstairs and then attic in sequence unlocked. So, traveling to the attic after making sure to take a full rest, the party found a stained glass window. Really, the only semblance of color in that small little attic. And after bathing themselves in the light of the stained glass window, they found themselves transported to night's end, to the coils of midnight. And there, they found the demon herself, Mother Midnight. And that was where we left off with that, quite a cliffhanger. So that's where we'll come back. Alrighty, so just to make sure, did you guys all long rest? It's kind of at the end of the last session.
Better
I know
have.
some people were in a rush.
I did, yeah.
If you haven't, do so now. But all right, then we're ready to go. Alrighty. So, as the four of you are bathed in that glowing light of the stained glass window, so bright that you can't even see, and you have to shield your eyes or be blinded. As the light fades, you find yourselves standing somewhere else entirely. The ground below you is smooth, stained glass, and you stand in an endless void of black sky. At the edge of this pane of stained glass on which you stand, you see the hunched over, gnarled form of a woman. At first, she was facing away from you, but as she notices your arrival, she turns toward you. She bears the twisted visage of a tiefling, though gnarled and warped from time. Her eyes, a sickly glow that is all too familiar, the eyes of midnight, as you've seen them before. As you find yourself standing here, what do you do?
Friendly wave. I'm gonna friendly wave. Hello, madam of night. What lovely eyes you have.
She sort of takes a moment to look across at the four of you. Slowly measuring each of you, as if she's looking far past you, far past the point you stand right now, into your past. And then, with a sort of creaking voice, like an old tree, she begins to speak. Well, then. You four, I presume, are the ones interfering with my plan.
I'm gonna take a look around. Yeah, it would seem so.
I'll take the black eyeballs that I had from my backpack and I'll roll it over to her. I guess you
Wait,
can say
disrespect.
I see. Those are the eyes of my thrall. So it is you four, indeed. Then, I suppose you know what happens next, don't you?
Oh. Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Just to clarify, you're trying to fight, right?
We have reached an impasse. Both of us have our own plan for Elizabeth.
That's what I thought.
We cannot come to an agreement, can we? So, the solution must be violence.
It sounds good
Such
to
is
me.
the way. Such is the way. Couldn't just ask you to give back Elizabeth, right?
Never.
Then yes,
The girl
violence is how it goes.
is mine.
She is her own person.
I have spent quite a while corrupting her memories. I won't let you ruin it for me at the very last moment.
Oh, well, honey, you about to get real embarrassed. We about to kick your ass!
We shall see. She raises one of her kind of taloned hands, and a staff manifests out of shadow. And she sort of slams it down onto the pane of glass. You hear it kind of resonate. You can even feel it sort of vibrate under your feet. Shall we begin? Roll initiative.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Nice.
All right. Yeah, Bay and Irving's didn't well.
That was pretty good.
I got yours in the roll 20. Didn't auto add it. I don't know why. All right. So, just before we begin, I believe you guys were gifted inspiration last session. Some of you. I think Irving has one. I think Bay has one.
Boomy does too.
Oh, Irving's mic is acting up. Give her a sec.
All good. All good. Take a sec, Irving, and figure it out. But yeah, I believe some of you have inspiration. I also have inspiration.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Yes.
for
Okay. Sorry.
For chat's reference,
Chaos.
also, does Duja have one, or who has one?
I think it's everyone but me. Last I checked.
Sounds good to me. All right. So Nightshade doesn't have one if anyone wants to give inspiration, but everybody else, including me, already has one. So
Look at you, dicks.
that's for chat's reference. All right. So, let's begin. The very first thing to occur is actually going to be a lair action. So, actually, hang on. Let me give you a little name tag. There you go. All right. They've gifted you one too, Nightshade. So you don't have one. Everyone has one now. Oops, that's too big. Sorry. That's better. First thing that happens is a lair action in which you see that sort of central platform in which you stand begin to glow with a sickly red beneath your feet. But that's all that occurs during that initial lair action. So, first to act is Irving.
Okay, I've been excited for this. So first I'm gonna try to step outside this radius.
Nothing happens. You move.
Okay. And then I am going to cast not Firebolt, but Fireball on Madam Midnight. Mother Midnight.
Very well. Alrighty. Dex save. What's your dex? Mother Midnight? She's an old lady. She's kind of gnarled. Her dex is not amazing. But she's still a demon. That was a 13, which just barely doesn't make it. So roll your full damage, which is 29. All right. So yeah, as soon as you step outside of that AOE, you spin around and just completely immolate Mother Midnight in flame. And you see the magic sort of completely envelop the form of the gnarled old woman. And as it sort of burns itself out again, you see that she now looks kind of singed and burned. She's got sort of burns across her skin, and the old robe that she wears is kind of blackened from the fire. But she still looks rather unharmed.
Man, that is one Brazilian old nasty orphanage lady. Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Very well. Next act is Bay.
Oof. Just saw this woman be busted into flames. She's still standing. So I'm gonna take a couple steps back. Get out of there. And I'm gonna summon a fae. I will summon a fae. Oh, it did everything.
Very well.
I don't have a fae. I don't have a fae to pick.
You don't have a fae, but you're in luck, 'cause I do.
I hope you're gonna drop the one that I think you're gonna drop.
In fact, I have actually the perfect fae for you.
I hope. Is this,
Is it Holly? Yes, it is.
oh, I knew the haunting look in her eyes looked familiar. Hey, Holly, long time no see.
From Whispers in the Wind.
Yeah. Well, this would be a good moment for us. That's
But you
gonna
should
be
be able to
my go.
move her, so you can place her where you want. Because you can summon her, not you don't have to summon her right beside you.
She's gonna go right here,
Very well.
and that will be us. Oh, you know what? I'm also gonna go ahead and just cast my spirit totem. I'm gonna do my unicorn. Everybody, remember to give yourself 5 health if I heal at all. And we also got it. That's a big horse. And we have advantage on perceptions of seeing creatures in the aura.
Let me make that horse the right size.
Yeah, it was a big horse.
And I'll give you its radius for a sec so you can position it properly.
Can go ahead and fuck you, Mother Midnight. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. And now I'm satisfied.
Very well. Then if that is the end of your turn,
That'd be the end.
then that'll bring us to Mother Midnight's turn. She takes that old, gnarled-looking staff and points it toward. Points it toward. Points it towards Duja. And as she points it towards you, Duja, you see this sickly green light, a beam of it, fire straight from the staff right at you.
Oh no.
And that is going to hit you. And as it hits you, you feel your body kind of weaken and your muscles sort of begin to wither and atrophy. You feel much less powerful than before. But that's all she's going to do, which will immediately bring us to Duja's turn.
Oh. Okay. Then I guess what I will do. I was expecting damage to happen. I don't know if this is worse or not, but I'm kind of pleased. I guess I'll go. I'll enter my rage first.
Mhm.
And then I am going to run up to her and use my bark splitter.
Very well.
And 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh gosh, and 5 damage.
5 damage. You strike her, but you feel your muscles as you try to swing that axe. They can't swing it as hard. She actually only takes 2 slashing damage.
Okay, that is
As
a-okay.
your weapon deals half damage, rounded down because we round down in D&D.
Oh, and then my forearm. Actually, no, never mind. I won't use that yet. I'm gonna try and go for another big hit with Bark Splitter.
Very well.
Fingers crossed. 16 to hit.
Also hit.
Ah, nice. And 11 damage.
Also cut in half. Still, you feel your muscles weaken, and so your weapon doesn't hit quite as hard as it used to.
I guess that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that'll bring us to Nightshade's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go ahead and move on out of here. I'm just gonna double check. right there. Okay. Boop. Okay. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and summon a ribbon.
Very well.
And does that count as my action for this turn? Is opening the bottle? Just
I don't
can't
think
quite
so.
remember.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Should say. Can you move ribbon while I check?
Yeah.
You
Um,
can place him wherever you want, but I just want to double check that you can actually move the token.
okay. Oh yeah. I can put him wherever I want. You said.
Yeah. As long as it's touching you, you can place him wherever you want. Because you're pouring it out of the bottle, right?
Yeah.
Has to kind of be close to you, but you
Yeah.
can place
He'll
it in
just.
whatever square.
I'll just put him here. Oh, I need to get that up as well.
So
There
it's
it is.
it's your bonus action to do it, so you can still take your action on this turn.
Okay, cool. Then I'll go ahead and use an Eldritch Blast on Mother Midnight.
Very well. Roll to hit.
17.
Also hit.
Okay. 13 damage.
All right. Your bolt of purple light slams into the side of her and sends her kind of reeling backwards a little bit. She takes the full 13. And let me make her roll. All right. Do just spell still out. Anything else, Nightshade? Any other movement or anything?
No. Nightshade is done.
Very well. Then. At the end of the turn. At the end of the turn order, that glowing kind of central circle explodes with purple light. But none of you are standing in it, and I don't think your horse takes any damage. It's intangible, right?
It does not.
Then yeah, it explodes into purple light, and now standing where that purple light fades is. Where did it go?
Uh-oh.
There you are.
Uh-oh. Mm.
I'm just gonna move your horse one down.
I'll accept.
Standing where the light now faded is a familiar face of the rottenwood tree. As it sort of wrenches itself up through the plane of glass, which sort of ripples like it's water for a moment. And then now, standing at the center of the platform, the rottenwood is going to rattle its high branches. Oops, wrong thing. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and 10. As it rattles its high branches, you see those apples begin to fall all around the arena. And as you recall, those apples, as soon as they land at your feet, they begin to glow. So, that brings us back to Irving's turn.
Okay. As As an action, can we throw the apples?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I throw it at this?
Just okay. Hang on. Just specify. When the Rottenwood appears, it is sort of like spectral form.
Okay. Okay. I thought the literal thing had reappeared. Okay.
No, it looks sort of like a ghost.
All right. And gonna head up here, and no, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at over midnight.
Very well.
16 hit.
Does indeed hit.
Right. And 12.
Very well. The bolt or the orb slams into Mother Midnight and burns at her again. She takes 12 fire damage. You can see her robe now kind of very singed, her skin almost kind of bubbling and shifting.
Do not envy that. I will end my turn there, though.
Very well. Next to act is Bay.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna slide on. Oh, I'm gonna slide on out of here. Yeah. And I got a giant tree. And mother, we're gonna go for the tree. We'll go for the tree.
If you want.
Or you know what? I don't be doing much. Never mind, I lied.
Okay.
We're back to the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna be horrified by this tree. And I'm gonna cast Shillelagh and try to bonk it.
Very well.
I'm gonna attempt to bonk. Oh, it's a 12.
You swing your staff at the tree at sort of like its gnarled trunk of a knee, and your staff just passes straight through it.
See, that's what I was scared of, but I'm glad we know now. I'm just gonna prepare. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. I've accepted this. That's Bay.
Very well.
And then Holly, I need some help with Holly. I'm looking at the thing, and she has a bonus action. If she moves, like this next thing will happen, but it says
So
it makes it before the end of this turn. What does that mean?
The first thing that you should decide, I believe, with the summon fae, is its nature, right?
Yeah.
So when you summon them, I forgot to ask you what it is, but when you summon them, you pick a nature.
I pick a nature.
Yeah, so similar to how Summon Beast gives you like the flying one, the land one, and the water one. This one you pick the nature of the creature, and that's what that bonus action is.
Oh, okay. So would it be fuming?
So you would summon a fuming one, or a mirthful one, or a tricksy
this
one.
Is fuming Holly up in this.
Yeah, this is Holly, who's just really mad about how that one
She's still
fairy
thinking about something.
in her area had a bad misfortune occur to her.
Yes. Hey, Holly. She's fuming. You know, we don't know what it's exactly about, but she's fuming. All right.
All right. So yeah, that would define it as fuming then. And
Okay.
so basically that means that this version of the Fae can use its bonus action to grant itself advantage to the next attack roll it makes before the end of this turn. So it'll have advantage on the next attack it makes. It just consumes the bonus action first to do so. So it can't do the teleport and the fuming thing on the same turn, is what that means.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
So it would have to just move normally, yeah.
Oh, she's just gonna floom right over to Mother Midnight. No fear. Fuming.
All right,
She's
she
gonna
darts
attempt to hit
over
it.
there on her little fairy wing. And she's got a little short sword, right?
She does. She has a little short sword. Short sword. I forget, is
Right.
the
She
to
rolls.
hit, is it just mine?
She rolls your spell attack modifier, which is
Crap.
just the +5.
Gotcha. 13 to hit.
13 just barely does hit.
Alright, I got a lot to write. Okay. For a total of 14 damage. She's gonna just slice at her real fast.
Very well. Damn big.
Huh?
Let's roll for Midnight again. Alright. The enfeebling effect that she was having on Duja fades as
Fuck yeah.
Holly stabs her and she lapses in concentration.
Fuck yeah.
Duja,
fuck yeah.
you feel your muscles swell once more. You're now just as strong as you were.
And you know, Holly's gonna stay right here. Holly's not scared of nothing.
Very well.
And that would be our turn.
Then that will bring it to Mother Midnight. And she's going to cast Midnight's Missile. And so as she raises her staff, you see bolts of light arc out from them and trace their way right towards their targets. 4 of them fire out of her staff. And they arc toward Duja. 2 of them arc toward Duja. 1 of them arcs towards Bay. And we'll say the last one arcs towards Irving. So as this is a Mother Midnight upcast magic missile, so it's just gonna hit you automatically. But these bolts of light, they're a little more dangerous. They do a little more damage. Potentially. So, Duja, rolling for you, that's a total of 6 force damage, so it's not reduced by your rage. So just 6 damage for you. Irving, that's going to be 3 damage. And Bay, that's going to be also 6 damage to Bay.
Nice. Damage taken.
Summon Fae is concentration based, so roll a concentration check for me.
Oh, girl, you better stay put! It's a 16.
Alright, Holly stays put.
Hell yeah.
Very well. That's the end of Mother Midnight's turn. Now which will bring us to Duja's turn. So Duja, what would you like to do? Also, you're muted if you weren't aware.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so I am going to swing. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna try and swing again.
Very well, go for it.
8 to hit.
An 8 does not hit. You swing at Mother Midnight, but you just sort of catch the very edges of that shadowy form she has, and you just kind of scatter little shades everywhere, but don't actually do any damage.
Okay, and then I guess I'll just try and go for another swing.
Very well.
12 to hit.
A 12 also does not hit, just barely.
I figured.
So you reel back and you swing once more, but just shy And again, she manages to dodge your attack.
I think with that, oh man, I don't even know what to do. I'll probably just stay here. I guess that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that will bring us to Nightshade's turn. Oh, also, hang on. Before Nightshade, usually you do have one of these apples at your feet, just to remind you, if you
Oh,
forgot
it
that.
is. Oh, I didn't
Because
see
it was
it.
behind your
Pointed at
token,
the
so
right.
that's not your fault. I should have helped you remember that.
Okay.
So I'll just reverse that. One moment, Nightshade. You can go back to your
Um,
turn if you want to move, since it was my fault that you couldn't say it.
can I jump back?
You can. You'll take an A out.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
Very well. That's what you want to do. Then yeah, as you kind of hop back to avoid that apple, Mother Midnight swipes with kind of these gnarled fingernails that she has at the end of her fingers. And as she claws at you, she's going to roll to hit. 17 hits you. Or it hits you for 7 necrotic damage as you
Oh.
feel those fingernails sort of leave this kind of blackened mark along your skin.
Oh man, I hope this jump was worth it. It's starting to not feel worth it now. Alright, I guess that'll be my turn.
Very well. Nightshade, it is now your turn. Just to remind
Okay.
you also have a thing.
Yeah, that's what I was checking because I'm like, wait, do I have a thing? So.
Everybody has one.
Okay, I just want to make sure because it was underneath me. So. Okie dokie. I'm gonna. Oh, 1 second.
Ribbon has one as well.
Yeah. I'm going to move myself here. Right
Very well.
here. Yeah, this distance shouldn't. How far am I? Okay. It's not a big deal. I'll go ahead and just do another Eldritch Blast
All right.
from this point. Hopefully. Well, I think a 26 should hit, hopefully.
That's actually a crit. So
Oh, I got a crit.
before you roll your damage on your character sheet, where you would normally click to roll damage, right?
Uh-huh.
Right click that, and then check crit damage instead of flat roll, and then roll,
Okay.
and then it'll roll your crit damage, which is adding an extra dice. So that's a 19 damage there,
Ooh.
because it's rolling
Ooh.
2d10 plus 3.
That's awesome.
All right, so yeah, as you kind of raise your hand to cast this Eldritch Blast, it grows far larger than even you expected, and it arcs across the arena, straight through the rotten wood, and slams into Mother Midnight,
Yeah.
and kind of knocks her reeling. 19 damage. You guys are strong. So that was your action, Nightshade.
Yeah. Because yeah, me and Ribbon share the same.
You share the same turn, unlike Bay's thing. You
Okay.
just use your bonus action to do everything that he can do. So he can move, attack, and all that just with your bonus action.
Sweet. It's been a little bit. Let me remind myself how much Mastiff can. 40 feet. Okay. 25. It's a little close to that, but let me see. Hang on. So you go here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't forget that you can take diagonals and you can pivot. So you can do something like like that to get if you wanted to put them
Okay.
there.
Yeah, that's excuse me. That's what I would like to do.
And I'm leaving Holly's token big because so that you can see her, but Holly is like a tiny little fairy, so
Oh,
not
okay.
taking up any space
She's
at all.
small. She's
Okay.
small size.
Okay. Cool. Well, Ribbon's gonna go up there and join
She's
Holly.
tiny. She's tiny.
Tiny. I'm sorry to ask again. Can he move and attack at the same time, or can he just move in one
Yep.
turn?
Yeah,
Okay,
your
cool.
bonus action does everything for him.
Okay, perfect. So I'd like to go ahead and try the bite on the Mother Midnight.
Very well.
I think I just click this. Yeah.
All right, 19 hits. I'll roll her strength save to see if she gets knocked prone, but she'll take 5 piercing no matter what. She doesn't get knocked prone, but she'll take that 5 piercing from
Excellent.
Ribbon's bite. Ribbon sort of sinks his fang into the back of her calf. She lets out a little kind of gurgle of pain.
And that'll be the end of mine and Ribbon's turn.
Very well. Then, at the end of the turn order, several things occur. All of the apples sitting at your feet, they all explode into that kind of poisonous-looking goo. And as they all explode, I don't think anyone's standing on one, and so nobody takes any unavoidable damage. And as all the apples explode, the rotten wood fades away. But as you look around, something else has begun to take the rotten wood's place. You see 2 massive shadowy serpents that look all too familiar begin to form, curling up off the side of the stained glass pillar on which you stand. And as they curl up over, they open their mouths, unhinging the jaw wide, and you see deep within their mouths a bright purple glow begin to emit. So give me a moment. And there we go. So that brings us back around to Irving.
Side stuff a little over here, and continue being a not human fire or flamethrower. A 25 to hit. I'm over midnight.
25 does hit.
And 20 fire damage.
All right. Damage taken.
And that
Mother Midnight, you can see sort of the damage spreading across her body, but she's clearly supernaturally resilient. Despite all of her horrific
yeah.
wounds that seem to be spreading across her body, she almost doesn't even react to them.
You know, I guess she is. She looks like a tiefling, so that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that will bring us to Bay's turn.
Well, I'm just gonna do a quick little step out of here. And we're gonna murder Mother Midnight. Yeah.
Very well.
No, that's a concentration. Never mind, I can't do that. How sad! I've been waiting to use this. We'll see. Alright, well, I'm not getting close to Mother Midnight, so I'm just gonna shoot her with a bow. My little short bow.
Very well.
Did it click it? Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
And 6 piercing.
All right. The arrow kind of lodges right into her rib cage, and she just kind of ignores it.
Nice. I'm gonna sidestep over here. And that would be me. And then Holly is gonna try to stab her again with her little toothpick.
Very well. Using bonus action fuming, or
Yes. She was disappointed by my sad little arrow.
all right, then yeah, roll it twice because you have advantage. The 15 hits.
Thank the Lord. For 13 damage.
All right. Yeah, Holly swipes away and stabs at her a couple times, aiming right for the neck. Gets a good hit in.
Get that
see,
little stick.
You can see this kind of inky black blood pouring down Mother Midnight's neck, but again, she just ignores it.
Gross. And that will be me.
Very well. Then first thing Mother Midnight is going to do on her turn is she is going to perfect. She's going to teleport. She's going to teleport right here. She sort of vanishes in a puff of shadow, right in front of Duja, Ribbon, and Holly's eyes. And as she reappears in another sort of curling wisp of shadow, she appears right in front of you, Nightshade, and with a cruel little smile, she just goes, "Hello, dearie." And then she's going to swipe twice with those vicious-looking claws of her. So that is going to be the first attack. Nightshade has a 14, so the first one hits, and the second one also hits. Nightshade, you don't have any resistances, do you? No. Well, not good. Not good for you, but... Alright. Nightshade, that's going to be a total of 15 necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay.
As she slashes away at you and opens up these kind of these claw marks across your skin that also sort of weep that black blood. But that's the end of her turn. That'll bring us to Duja's turn. Duja, Mother Midnight's vanished and reappeared all the way across the arena. What do you do?
First and foremost, I'm getting out the way. Wait, let's see. How far do I want to go? Oh, I don't even... I'll probably go like around there. Oh, oops. Boop. And I shall 30 feet, 20 feet. I'm going to throw my javelin at Mother Midnight.
Very well.
And hopefully I have some good aim. A 15 to hit.
15
oh wait,
does
no,
hit?
that's the wrong one, I think. I think I did the
No,
damage on accident.
Oh, it might... No, it's a d20.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
You did it right.
And then 4 damage.
Yeah, it slams into her and kind of hits her square in the chest. And she kind of like she reels back from the impact of it, but she doesn't really look like she's in that much pain. She just kind of knocks it clean out as it lodges in her. She pulls it out, and just drops it on the ground.
Hey, come back and fight over here. I thought we were having so much fun.
She looks at you with that same kind of cruel smile, Duja, and says, "Don't worry, dearie. You'll have your moment too."
I got shivers down my spine. Man. I don't think I have much else I can do. I don't have anything that's has enough range to use my second attack. I think I will just
Again, the
just-
attack, the hand axe thing is possible. It's just at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Then
Like, you can still always attempt it. You just have the disadvantage on it if it's outside the range. You can still attempt to make like kind of a Hail Mary chuck.
Well, Hail Mary Chuck it shall be.
But hang on. Before you say yes, if this is a
okay.
nat 1, it goes off the edge. Okay?
Well,
As long as you're in
okay.
agreement with that. If it's a nat 1, it goes off the edge.
That sounds good. So does this
So you roll twice and we take the lowest one.
9.
All right, we take the 9 then. And so you didn't roll a nat 1 though. So instead the axe kind of falls short, hits the pane of glass and kind of skitters across. Nightshade, you kind of stop it with your foot from falling off the edge, and so it sits in this square. So both of your ranged weapons are kind of sitting right next to each other in these two squares.
All right. Well, that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that'll bring us to Nightshade's turn. Nightshade, Mother Midnight has appeared right before you and just kind of tore into you with her claws. How do you respond?
I'm going to use the armor of Agathis.
Very well. Let me refresh in my brain what that does.
A creature takes the cold damage when it hits with a melee attack while you have temporary hit points, and it says regain 15 temp hit points.
Yeah. What did you what level did you cast it at?
Oh, I didn't even realize there were levels.
Actually, yeah. So Armor of Agathis is a. Well, actually, no. You have to cast it at 3rd level. So yeah, it is giving you 15.
Okay.
So yeah, you add those to your character sheet on the right side next to your health.
Okay.
And then it'll subtract from those first whenever you take damage. Yeah, you see this kind of protective frost spread up your body, forming into this more solid-looking armor.
Excellent. Now I'm.
So if anyone attacks you during that duration, then they take the damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was your action.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have Ribbon move next to Duja.
Very well.
Right here. And that'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Then at the end of this turn order, the two Shadowborn serpents that kind of curl over the edge of the stained glass, the light charging in their mouths has finished its cast, and you see these beams of sickly purple light just bolt across the entire arena, cutting it kind of into 4 sections, as you can see. But you all manage to step out of the way, and so none of you take any unavoidable damage. And as the cast goes off, the Shadowborn serpents similarly fade away, but taking their place.
Oh No.
Taking their place are those spectral midnight thralls that you fought back in the Temple of the Rose Maiden. And as each of them appear, you see them all begin to glow as well. And as they begin to glow, as they begin to glow, they cast a pale purple light across the entirety of the arena, save but a central little area that manages to avoid it. That's the top of the turn order, which will bring us right back to Irving's turn.
Okay, gonna move out of here and one more chromatic orb at midnight. 26 to hit. Oh, that's a crit actually. And the
All right, yeah, roll your crit
damage.
damage. Perfect. All right, 23 then. Then yeah, that chromatic orb slams into Mother Midnight, kind of into her side as she's facing Nightshade, and burns at her even more. She's now looking kind of really torn up. You can almost start to see these gnarled, thin little black bones inside of the skin as you burn away at the flesh.
Is Elizabeth really worth all this to you? Like,
Sorry, what did you say?
is Elizabeth really worth all this to you? You're looking very bad off at the moment, ma'am.
You see her her yellow eyes kind of dart towards you, Irving. And she just kind of says, "Don't worry about me, dearie. I'm fine."
Okay, that'll be my turn then.
Very well. Bay, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I need to get out of here. I ain't got enough movement. Okay, I'm gonna have
Again,
to take. I'm gonna
these
have to
forms
take the
are
hit.
these forms are ghostly.
Fuck you,
They're
ghostly form.
spectral forms, so they're not really that
Oh,
tangible.
I'm about to run right past Mother Midnight. I'm gonna risk it. Running right by. Take the hit.
All right. Yeah, she
Okay.
swipes at you with her
Oh,
claw.
no.
She is going to hit you
Ah, I knew it.
with a
Give me real
15,
fast.
which will beat your 12.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
so she's going to deal. She's going to deal to you 8. 8 necrotic.
Woo! Damage taken. I'm finishing my route. I'm in the safety square. Ooh.
Very
And
well.
You know?
Also, you took damage. Roll.
Yep.
Roll Holly.
Oh, Holly, I swear to God. Oh, it's a
Alright.
21.
Holly remains.
It's a 21. I'm gonna do a quick little. Jermaine, you're good. I'm gonna healing word Nightshade. Come here. Come here, Nightshade. You will
Alright.
heal 10, and then everybody else heal 5. Does that include our Ink Boy and Fairy Lady?
Yeah, it should.
Oh yeah.
As long as they're tangible creatures, you can add them to that list of people that get healed. As long as they're in range.
All right, all right.
I don't think they've taken any damage.
I don't think they have, but just in case,
But they
they're
would do
good.
if they needed.
That's gonna
Uh,
be Bay's go.
Very
Holly,
well.
you're just gonna fly over in here. You can't do much. Just hide out with me.
Very well.
And that will be that. That will be that.
All right. Then that'll bring us to Mother Midnight's turn. Who? Let's see. A bit of an option here. Okay, that's kind of. We'll do that one. She's gonna actually teleport back over here. Using bonus action. Leaving you standing alone in that pale purple light nightshade. And then she's going to.
If she does what I think she's gonna do,
What?
I'm gonna wait. Just do it. Just do
What?
it.
What do you think she's gonna do?
Are you about to take all of us out in one go, aren't you? We're all huddled together.
No, that would be a
Oh,
little
thank God.
unfair since I did force
Yeah, but you
into the circle
fool!
in the
You
first
kill
place.
us! Oh, no, go ahead. I'm fine with anything else then.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything that impossible to be.
I would.
That's
I'd be a
not very
horrible
fun.
DM. I'd be a horrible DM. I'd be like, everyone dies now.
No, instead she's gonna do something even more fun.
Oh, lovely.
She's going to. Let me just go grab it.
Ah, that was cool.
She's going to cast lightning bolt, and so you see this bolt of crackling lightning fire straight from her staff, clean through you and Holly. Bay.
Alright.
Dex save, please.
Save from me. And then, is it different for the phase? What does the phase do?
We'll just let Holly use yours. Just let her use your dex or whatever.
I bet.
Unless she has a specific modifier there. It might. You should check.
She has a better modifier. I'm gonna use hers. She got
Yeah,
a plus
use that
3.
then. Yeah, she should be a little faster than you.
She was not. It's an 8 and a 7 from us.
Alright, that's gonna be full damage for both of you then.
Ah, hit us.
Alrighty. Then give me a sec to roll all in. All right. That's going to be a total of 20
Wait, what?
of 28.
Oh! Whoa!
Are you lying?
Whoa! Whoa! That's a great question. The answer to that is your girl dead. Your girl is so dead.
Rest in
And
peace.
so is everything else that came with me. She's
Oh,
straight
no.
gone.
Yeah, you see that bolt of lightning just crackle straight across the arena, and it just strikes Holly and then Bay right through the chest. And Holly disappears with a sort of look of shock on her face, and then Bay collapses to the ground, still kind of smoking from the
Hell
bolt
yeah.
of lightning.
Y'all beware.
That is the end of Mother Midnight's turn, which will bring us to Duja's turn.
All right, time to get my revenge. I am going to go run up to Mother Midnight. I'm gonna go try and charge up to her. Dun 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 dun. And gonna use Bark Splitter again. 22 to hit.
Very well. That does hit.
And 8 damage.
Damage taken. You
And
slice
then-
open, and she kind of begins to ooze that black blood in this large slash wound you just given her.
Good. I need to avenge Bay. Oh no, 8 to hit.
8 to hit does not hit.
Ah. All right, yeah, that'll be my turn. I'll stay nice, up and close and personal with her.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of. Oh man, was it 20 damage? No, I think if she does that again, shoot.
I
Maybe I'll jump
think
to
I
the
think
side.
your party is a little more worried about these AoE.
Uh. Oh, eyeballs. I see. All right, then. Well, I mean, I did everything I could. Oops. Then I think I'll just stay here.
I, I will say right now you do overlap both of them, so you will get hit by a boat right now.
Oh. I don't think I have much action left, so
Do you have
I
5
only
feet?
have the
I
5
think
feet.
you might have 5. Yeah, you have 5 feet then.
Oh, is this good? That I could just pop.
Yeah, that
Right
won't
there.
that won't give you an AoE because you're still in her range. So
Okay. All right. Then there
that'll
we
clear
go.
you from the one on the left at least.
All right. That'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that'll bring us to Nightshade's turn. So Nightshade, you kind of felt the hair on your ears tingle as that lightning bolt crackled right past you and downed Bay in a single shot. What do you do?
I'm gonna have Ribbon and myself move into the circle,
Very well.
or the not circle, whatever. Next, I'm going to use. One second. Yeah, I'm gonna use Toll of the Dead.
Very well. On Mother Midnight, I presume.
Yes, and because
Yeah, she makes the save and she
Yeah.
does indeed have some damage taken. She looks pretty badly beaten up. So you roll the full damage you get hit by it.
okay, cool.
Which she does indeed fail the save, so roll your full damage.
Okay, perfect. Because she has hit points missing, it says I can roll a D2 12. So
Yes, you want to roll that full 12.
Okay.
The D12's not the other dice.
okay, not a lot, but you know what? I'll take it.
Still not bad. All right, then yeah, you hear that bell chime out, and resonate the glass on which you're standing, and you see almost kind of cracks emerge across Mother Midnight's skin with the sound of it. She now looks like almost completely torn up. She's just missing chunks of flesh. You can see bone everywhere. She's covered in burns and boils.
Ooh.
But she still looks. She's still smiling at you with that unsettling smile.
Wonderful. I think that's all Ribbon and I can do at the moment, but Ribbon is sitting next to Bay and trying to nuzzle with concern. So
Very well.
that's it for us.
Then, next thing that occurs, that is the end of the turn order. So all of the summoned thralls explode with purple light, bathing the sections of the glass on which they stand with that same sickly purple light. Duja is the only one standing in one. So Duja, this is unavoidable damage. You're in the AoE.
Okay.
So you don't even have to make a roll. So Duja, that is going to be 18 necrotic damage
Okay.
as that explodes and singes you with that purple light. And as the thralls explode, they also fade away, leaving you all alone in the arena with Mother Midnight. Irving, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast a healing word on Bay,
Very well.
and that is 6 healing.
Bay, you
I live.
awaken quite rudely.
I live.
The sort of tunic you're wearing is still like singed at the front and smoking, but you now stare up at a endless black sky with your back flat on that smooth, coal stained glass.
Oh, this is lovely.
Glad to
Irving,
hear it. Okay.
still your turn.
Oh, okay. That was an ominous. Okay, but yeah. Going to cast. Not another chromatic orb, except a weaker one at Mother Midnight. 22 to hit and 10 for damage.
With the already spell cast, even though it's bonus action, you still cast a level spell with healing word.
Oh god, I forgot. Okay,
So you can
yeah.
you can only
Man,
cast
I
an
don't- okay.
action cantrip right now.
Right, sorry about that.
worries.
Then I'll cast Firebolt.
Barrel,
For
14 hits.
for 13 damage.
It's even better. Yeah, cantrips are nothing to sneeze at when you reach level 5. They're pretty good, consistent damage. All right. Then Irving, as you heal Bay and then whirl around, point directly at Mother Midnight and send a bolt of flame which arcs across the arena and slams right into her chest. And you see it kind of singe away at the skin. You can now see just sinew and muscle and bone remaining. Is that the end of your turn, Irving?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Very well. Then it's now Bay's turn. Bay, you're still lying flat on your back. What do you do?
Oh. You know, I'm just gonna lay down and cast Cure Wounds on myself. I'm gonna take that 7. And then I'm gonna look around to see I lost Holly, and I don't have a unicorn. I'm gonna get back up in anger.
Very well.
And I'm going to immediately get away from this group of people. Sorry guys, love you, bye. We're gonna chill over here and sulk a little bit, and that'll be my turn.
Very well. And that brings us to Mother Midnight's turn. Mother Midnight is going to tap the base of her staff on the glass 3 times, one after the other, sending vibrations through the entire stained glass floor. You can feel it in the base of your feet. It sends a chill up your spine, and it even echoes out, almost like a bell, as it rings. That's all Mother Midnight does.
Oh,
Yuja, it's your turn. Yuja, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
I am going to use my form of the beast bite,
Very well.
and I'm going to use my first attack to try and bite Mother Midnight. I don't know if she's gonna taste good, but we'll see.
Probably not, if I had to guess. That does
We
hit.
have 20 and 6 damage.
Very well. Damage taken.
And
You
then,
just bite a chunk clean out of her.
and then I get to regain 3 hit points since I have under 28.
Yep.
And then for my second attack, I'm going to use Bark Splitter again. That'll be 22 to hit.
That hits.
Oh no, and 5 damage.
Well. You bring down Bark Splitter kind of vertically and just cleave right across her chest and just open up this wound that spills black blood all the way across. Kind of from her collarbone all the way down to her belly button. And spills the black blood onto the stained glass. And Mother Midnight just sort of reels back, kind of taking a couple steps back from the hit. And then she looks at you sort of directly in the eye, Duja. And she grins. And then she topples over the side. Out of sight.
okay.
I was gonna say, you think this is funny, but
It's a little funny.
Okay. I guess Dusha just stands there very confused. I think I should be scared.
I'm a little bit afraid, but it was still funny to watch.
I was thinking, why is she laughing?
This is not safe.
You all sort of stand there for a moment. You look around at each other as you now stand alone on the stained glass platform. You look at your surroundings. You look at the black void to your left and right, north and south. You don't see anything at all. Yuja, you even sort of peer off the edge looking for where Mother Midnight fell, but you can't see her. And then, as you look down at the glass, you notice something. A reflection of a bright, shining white light. And so as your stomachs sort of sink, you slowly crane your necks up high above you. And as you look up, you see the moon. A full moon, far larger than the platform on which you stand. As when Mother Midnight tapped her staff 3 times, she cast Night's End. What do you do?
Mm.
That's a great question. I would like at least 2 minutes to think real fast.
Mm-hmm. There's your AoE.
Oh, okay.
You guys are still in the turn order. It is technically Nightshade's turn.
Oh shit.
So you may all take a turn.
I think I have an idea. Alright, let's go, let's do this. I believe in us.
What exactly are we doing?
Fighting God. We are fighting death itself right now.
Are you suggesting we attack the moon?
Ah, fuck
Is that
that
what you're
moon!
suggesting right
Fuck that moon! Here's the thing. Hold on, let me read real fast. Let me read. Make sure this is. Okay, hold on. Okay, guys. I have dispelled magic. I don't know if that's gonna help us here, but I have it, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to dispel this whole damn thing.
Since there's nothing like directly opposing you guys,
I knew it.
you can take your turns out of order if you want. Like Nightshade doesn't have to go first. You just all get 1 turn to do whatever you want before the moon strikes the platform.
Oh fuck, we're so fucked. Oh wait. Don't we have a scroll of feather falling?
It already
Yeah.
got
To the
used.
kid.
Oh, we did that. I'm like, we gotta jump off it. Let's go.
I don't know if that'll help you. The void doesn't look too pretty either.
I have a tendency to just jump into a void and hope.
Yeah,
for the
it didn't work out well any time you did it previously.
We had a good time. Oh, I'm here for a good time. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna try to dispel it, and we'll see what happens after that, guys.
Very well.
Okay, so I'm like click it so everyone can see it, and then let's do this.
Yeah, you look upwards and raise that shepherd's crook towards the sky, and you attempt to dispel the moon.
I'm gonna dispel the damn moon.
I'm not gonna make you do the typical thing with the DC. We're gonna do something a little bit different as long as you're cool with that.
I'm cool with any and everything.
All right. Then you can make. I'll let you. Yeah, let's do that instead. You can make. Okay. Let me rework this in my head.
Okay.
You know what? You can make a medicine check.
Oh.
Because what you're truly doing is attempting to cure Elizabeth.
Oh shit.
So
All right.
you roll medicine, but all of your party members can add their individual Arcana scores to this roll. They don't get to roll; they just add their modifiers to whatever you roll.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
they're all in this too.
Okay. Okay.
You first roll your medicine,
Please be fucking good.
and don't forget that you have inspiration on this roll.
I do have inspiration. Please be a good number to start off with. It's a 14.
Would you like to re-roll that?
If the inspiration's lower, we're taking the lower one, right? Do we take the
Yeah,
inspiration?
I'll let you just roll it like advantage. That's fine
Okay.
with me.
Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna use
This is
my
an important
inspiration.
roll, so
This is my inspiration right here, guys.
very well.
Please, for the love of God, be good. Please. Please. Okay, we're going with the 14.
We're
Y'all
going with the
better
14.
make this work.
So, starters. Jujo, what's your arcana? If it's a positive, then you can add it. Jujo?
I honestly don't know because I all I can do is just
Jujo has
throw.
a -1, so nothing will be added. Irving, what's your arcana?
It's 4.
+4? All right. Now we're at 18.
Come on, Shade.
Come on, Nightshade, get us there.
Nightshade, what's your arcana?
0.
Ow!
And last, Bay, what's your arcana?
2.
Then you reach 20.
We reached 20.
So, Bay, as you raise your staff towards the moon, you see sort of light form and emit from your shepherd's crook, and sends a beam of its own towards the moon, attempting to dispel it. But as soon as you sort of are confronted with the magic of the moon, you realize that there's no chance that you could dispel it.
Oh.
It could never happen. But with the aid of your friend, you push a little harder, and just at the edges of your vision, you almost have to squint to see it. A crack forms in the moon.
Holy shit.
And as soon as the crack forms, all of the windows around you begin to glow, all but the one to the far north, which is still shrouded in a shadowy mist. So, as these stained glass windows begin to glow, they begin to take on sort of a new form. Oops, one sec. I'll get rid of that for a moment. It'll come back, don't worry.
We did it!
And so the kind of shapeless colors and forms of the stained glass before are instead replaced with faces. And they're faces that you recognize.
Mr. Boney.
You look across at the visages of these familiar faces, the people you've seen throughout your journey. And the windows begin to glow brighter and brighter. But the last window remains the same, still shrouded in that dark miasma. As the remaining windows glow ever brighter, You look at each of them. And you recognize those faces. You see a mother's love, caught in the past, but ever present. You see a father's protection, both lost and lingering. You see newfound guardians, wise and caring. You see a friend lost to time, whose memory walks beside you every day. She isn't alone, and she never will be. And so as the moon still cascades downward toward you, you see some marks here on the ground. And then, all at once, the ground below you cracks and shatters and reveals another layer beneath it. All four of you, as the moon still falls, may take one more turn, in any order you wish.
As the moon falls. Oh, fuck it. I'm standing in the thingy thing. I don't even know what's happening anymore, but I'm gonna stand in the thing.
I think that's what I was thinking too. I
Yeah.
don't think I can do anything against the moon. I could try and throw my axe at it.
I'm letting y'all know now. We can't fight the moon. We must come to peace with our death. At least we're not alone, guys.
Very well. All of you. Nightshade, Ribbon isn't so large that he would take up a whole other space. He can kind of stand in between your legs and take up the same space as you. So you
Okay.
can both fit within that. No problem.
Excellent.
So,
Because I was just gonna have to hold him if not.
as the moon falls, the four of you take your places in these kind of swirling lights that mark the ground on the stained glass window. And as you are enveloped by the light, the moon crashes into the platform. And because of Bay releasing the spirits in each of the windows and their light that you now are bathed in, each of you only takes 1 hit point of damage instead of 999 hit points of damage.
Oh, y'all. Y'all, listen. Wow. Well,
And so the moon shatters and explodes, but you only feel the slightest burn as the light of the guardians envelops you. And so when it slowly fades away, you find yourself standing on the platform, perfectly alive. You've survived the moonfall. You've survived night's end. And for a second, you feel elated. You feel happy, satisfied. And then you feel a rumble beneath your feet. The entire platform shakes. The pillar on which you stand rattle in rhythmic steps. And as it slowly gets louder and louder, something pulls itself over the side.
Oh.
You see the sunken skin of Mother Midnight shed and molted as a great shadowy form with a toothy maw takes its place. It grabs the edge of the platform and pulls itself up, kind of hanging on the side. Looks across at the four of you, and it gives you that same cruel smile. Would you like to roll initiative, or would you like to keep your old initiative count?
I'm good with either.
Yeah, either one
What's going on with the
works.
music? Music is
I don't
lagging
know.
for me.
I
Let me
was
just pause it
jamming
for a
with
second.
it.
Let me pause it for a second. The music is lagging for me. I think it's because of these servers. Let me just let me do a quick refresh. Yeah, try to fix that, and then we'll start. So you guys can keep your same turn order, or you can choose to refresh it if you wish.
You know what, guys? It's a new scene. It's a new moment. I think we should re-roll.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let the chaos begin. Nice. Nice.
All right. Then let's enter in your new roles. And they 16 as well. Alrighty then. Let me just all right. Let me try to see if the music's working. For some reason the music is lagging a little bit. If it is, then maybe I'll try to get rid of those things. But I think we're alright. Alright. So first track. Is Duja.
Okie dokie. She's so scary, but I think I'm gonna go run up to her.
Very well.
And
As you leave the radius of this, you feel that kind of light that was enveloping you. It does leave you, and you now feel kind of normal again.
Okay. I'm going to use. I think I'm gonna bite her first. Can I bite her?
Yep. Yeah. The creature is so big and it has its arms kind of hanging on the edge. You can hit it from like basically any square from here to here.
Okay.
Along that
then
line.
I'm gonna try and chomp on her ginormous fingers. Where did that go? 16 to hit.
16 to hit does hit.
Okay, and then 8 damage.
Very well.
And then I'll heal for 3. And then I'm going to use Bark Splitter as my second attack. Oh no, that's 8 to hit. We're so close to a 20.
An 8 to hit does not hit. You swing at it, and your axe just kind of glances right off the kind of almost solid shadow that makes up the weird, gnarled, muscled tendrils of this shadow creature. And let's get a big shot of it for chat. There you go.
Terrifying.
Anything else, Duja?
I'm scared to run away, so I'm gonna stay here.
Very well. Then we pass along the turn order, and next to act is the Night Terror. It's going to use a legendary action. It is going to cast, from each of those 4 eyes you can see on it, it's going to cast Midnight's Missile again. So that's just going to be 1 each. Nightshade, Irving, Bay, Duja. We don't need to roll to hit because it's a missile. So that's going to be first Duja. Duja, you're going to take. Duja, you take 6 force damage. Irving, you take 5 force damage. Nightshade, you take also 6, and Bay, you take 4.
Whew.
That's the end of the legendary action, which brings us to Bay's turn.
All right. God, we are all a little fucked up right now. Nah, I can take another hit. I'm gonna send my own moon. I'm sending my own moon to you. I'm gonna need a constate. I'm gonna need a save. Yeah. On my big one.
Very well. Let me see if I have a little thing for moonbeams. So we can remember where it is. Yeah, TB. Kingdom Hearts moment for real. Let me give you control of it so you can move it around. Alright, you can move it now. So a shaft of light emerges from the ink black void above you and cuts its way straight through to bathe the Night Terror in pure white moonlight. Moonbeam, does that proc on its turn?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Let's take a peek.
When a creature enters the spell for the first time or starts its turn there, it must make a Constitution save.
Alright, well, technically it's entered it for the first time, so we'll let you roll it right now. It'll roll the con save. Alright, it succeeds, so it'll take half the damage. Roll 2d10.
I roll 2d10?
Alright, so it's going to take half that. But the light does still burn out its shadowy form. So it takes damage, but not quite as much as it might have. And that shaft of light will remain there. It's concentration as well, right, Moonbeam?
It is. Yep.
Alright, and that'll help us remember. You have a little brain now.
I got brain.
Anything else, Bay?
Now I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Very well. And that'll bring us to Irving.
Okay. Can I cast Fireball at like a point off of a surface? Like just aim it like
Yeah.
somewhere into this void? Okay, because I do not want to catch Duja in this
Yeah,
explosion.
the creature is massive, so if you just kind of aim at like the side of it, you won't hit Duja, don't worry.
Alright. And one more firebolt, and that's all of my big spell slots, so.
Alright, let's roll its dex save. It fails the dex save. It's huge, so it's just gonna get kind of bathed in that fire.
It's 32 damage.
Alright, you burn away at the shadows. You see the light of the fire kind of disperse a bunch of the shadows along its side, leaving this kind of gnarled form on the side of it. Anything else, sir?
Great. That will be my turn.
Very well.
Aries.
Then that'll bring us to the Night Terror's turn. It's real turn. Real. And the first thing it's going to do the first thing it's going to do is cast Night's End again.
Huh?
And you see another moon appear. This time it's blood red. But as you look up high above you, they cracked the moon in half. And so the AoE looks like this instead. But this blood red moon, it dims the platforms that Irving and Nightshade are standing on. You're no longer enveloped in that light, Nightshade and Irving. That's the start of its turn. It should also take. It should roll that con save again, or what is it? Deck? Con? What is it? Moonbeam is con, right?
Yeah, con.
All right. Well, it fails it this time, so roll again.
Ten.
Very well. Damage taken. And then it is just going to swipe with its big talons at Duja. It's going to use Devil's Claw to slash at Duja. And so it slashes you, hits you with the first one, and misses you with the second one, but I'm just going to Inspiration reroll that. So it hits you with the second one too.
Hey.
Thanks, chat, for the inspiration. So the first hit is going to deal you. The first one's going to deal you 6 necrotic. Second one is going to deal you. Second one's going to deal you 5 necrotic.
Looking not super hot right now, but
Indeed, as the others look over at Duja, you're covered in those like deep scratch marks that ooze that black blood.
oh, I'm just gonna try and keep fighting her, I guess.
That's the end of the Night Terror's turn, so it is now Nightshade's turn.
Okie dokie. And let's see, ribbon here. 10. I think Ribbon and I are just going to move together this round.
Yeah, it'll just use your bonus action, but you can move you guys yourselves at the same time just to save time.
Yeah. I'm just going to move us both around here. That should be... Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, it's fine for both of you.
Then I'm going to have... I'm going to use... let's use another Eldritch Blast. Why not?
Very well.
Well, it means if it hits, it's 9.
It does not hit, no.
Well, darn.
It just kind of glances off the shadowy armor of the massive creature and does not deal any damage. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it for me.
Very well. Then that rolls us right back around to Duja's turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and use Bark Splitter first.
Very well.
16 to hit.
That does hit.
And 8 damage.
All right, you carve away some of the shadows of the creature's grotesque form. Damage taken.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and bite her. Try and get some of my health back.
Fair enough. Go for it.
Ooh, nat
Ooh.
20.
Beautiful. All right, roll your crit damage then.
And the crit is roll twice?
We'll just forget that first roll and just roll it again, but right click on the damage beside the bite there,
Oh.
and then
I
just check
see.
crit damage and roll that instead. We'll just ignore the first one.
Okay.
So it's easier and it adds it together for us. All right,
There
so
you
it'll be 11 damage. We'll ignore the 6.
And then I'll heal for 3.
Actually, since it was crit, I'll let you add that twice. You can heal for 6.
Hey!
You
Nice.
absorb some of that power right from the Night Terror, and it fuels you to fight onward.
I'm looking up some of the black blood too. A little.
It does not taste good. I can guarantee that. But you have other things to focus on.
And I think I might hop over right over here just in case. And yeah,
enough.
that'll be my turn.
All right. Then that'll bring us back to a legendary action from the Night Terror. Not its turn, just a legendary action. What are you gonna do? It is going to place. It points one of its gnarled claws at Irving. And Irving, you feel yourself sort of enveloped in an unholy light. I think this is the right way, but I might adjust it if it's wrong. Let me make that a little more visible for you. It's kind of hard to see. We'll just pick something. There you go. All right. But that's all that does for now. So it's now Bay's turn. Bay, half of the moon is still falling. Irving has now got an odd glow on him. What do you do?
Alright, what the fuck? Okay. I got short long legs. Where can I go? Not the very far. Alright, well. I'm gonna make my way to Duja. I got a short little leg, they can't get to you. And so with that, I will cast Cure. Nope, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Duja.
You can move straight through Ribbon's space. Ribbon is just a dog. You can kind of just step over him.
I got short legs. I can only go 25. Oh, yep. Excuse me. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Duja.
Very well.
Please don't die. For 12 healing.
All right. Usually you feel some of those scratch marks on your skin close up again.
I'm feeling good. Thank you, Bay.
Got you. Irving, I don't know how to help you. I don't know what weird glow you got going on right now.
Is
But good
that
luck.
the end of your turn, Bay?
You know what? I'm gonna cast Frostbite on the thingy thing.
Very well.
On Mommy Terror. I'm gonna need a con save.
On save. Ooh, just shy. I got a 15. But
Oh.
it'll take that 7 cold damage. Right. Yeah, you see.
And now it's my turn.
You see frost kind of spread across it and cracks off parts of it. It kind of solidifies some of the shadow and it just crumbles off into the abyss below.
Yeah. That's me.
Let me just remind myself that it's got frostbite on it.
It's a little chilly.
It's got a lot of effects on it right now. But that's final bosses for you. We're used to that. Alright, then that is now Irving's turn. So Irving, half of the blood red moon is above you. It's dulled that glyph that you were standing on, dispelling its light for now. But in addition to that problem, you've also got another light emitting from you. As you move your hands around and stuff, you can kind of see the light move with you. What do you do?
Oh man! Wait, I'm gonna like sidestep. I'm gonna move like a foot. Oh, it's moving with me. Actually,
It moves.
Okay.
It does indeed move with you. So where do you go?
Oh god.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to. You don't have to have moved that amount. Just you know it moves with you, but yeah, you don't have to have moved that little 5 foot whatever.
Oh yeah. No, I'm trying to move out of the area. Or I think I'm out of range of everybody in case I turn into a human-like explosion. Okay. Let's see. I can still reach her. I'm gonna throw another chromatic orb at her.
Very well. Roll to hit.
And it's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Yeah. Oh.
You do still have
Never mind.
inspiration, but you don't have to use it.
Can I?
You have your
Roll a
inspiration, and you can do it after you roll it. It's fine. I don't mind that much.
Alright. I'm going to try again, and it's a 22.
Very well, then that is. Yeah, typically you can use inspiration once you've rolled, but I don't tell you what's gonna happen. But I don't think you need me to tell you that a 9 misses, so it doesn't matter if I tell you that it misses.
Huh?
All right. Yeah, that was not great damage. Wow.
Yeah, that was
Brutal for a
compared to
chromatic orb,
like
but-
everything else.
Yeah, you were rolling like really high on some of those other ones. All right, then the orb slams into him, into the Night Terror, and just singes away parts of the shadow. Damage taken, but the Night Terror still looks rather solid.
Okay. If I explode, you can all take whatever's left and like divide it evenly amongst yourselves.
True friendship.
Nice knowing y'all. That's the end of my turn.
Very well. Then, as we reach the very top of the Night Terror's turn, a couple things happen. First, the moon slams into the side of the arena, rattling your feet, almost tipping the entire platform, and explodes across that entire half. And as the light disappears, you see these glyphs kind of glow again, back to their old form. But all of you manage to step out of the half of the moon that was falling, so you all avoid it. Then the next thing to happen is a con save for the Night Terror with Moonbeam, which it succeeds, so it takes half the damage, right?
Yep, half damage. So 6.
Damage taken.
Mhm.
And then it is going to cast it's going to cast Midnight's Miasma.
Oh.
Hang on, I just gotta put this out of the way 'cause it's the same size as the token. You see this kind of miasma appear around the form of the night terror. That same fog that stopped you from progressing onward into the orphanage in the first place, and that same sort of fog that surrounds that last stained glass window. And it immerses Duja in its shadow. So Duja, make a con save for me.
Okie dokie. Ooh. 13?
A 13. Double check something. A 13 is just insufficient, so you're gonna take full damage.
Okay.
The full damage is 10 poison.
Okie dokie.
And then the miasma disperses again. Which will bring us to Nightshade's turn.
Okie dokie. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, so Ribbon's gonna charge on up ahead. And then I am going to move not too far, probably just right there. Yoink. Okay. Then I am going to Sorry, I'm contemplating here.
No worries, you can take a chance. It's the final fight. It's the final fight. You should sort of contemplate it at the very least, right?
At the
Nothing wrong
very
with taking a couple extra minutes to make sure you're doing the right thing.
I think I'm just going to. I'll go and use Firebolt this time.
Very well.
15.
15 just barely does hit.
Yeah, good. Good. Ugh.
Fire slams into the night terror and singes away some of those shadows. Its form kind of looks a little ragged, but it's still looking quite hardy.
Okay. Next, Ribbon's gonna bite it.
Very well.
Hopefully Ribbon's gonna bite.
Ribbon does bite it, though I will say there's no chance of your little dog knocking it prone.
Yeah, no, that's
so
fine.
we'll ignore that part, but the bite does hit, and it deals another 4 piercing as he just sort of bites off a chunk, and the chunk that he bit off just sort of disperses into shadows.
And I think that's it for me.
Very well. Then that rolls us to Duja's turn.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to do another bite. Wait, I'm still reaching? Yep, I am. Okay. 22 to hit.
22 to hit does hit.
And 3 damage.
3 damage, and you heal 3 health.
And then I'm going to use a Bark Splitter again.
Very well.
24 to hit. And 7 damage.
All right. Yeah, that hits, and you cleave off a whole chunk of shadow that disperses into nothing.
Okay, I'm scared to move again, so I'm just gonna stay here.
Pharaoh. Then that brings us to the top of that same legendary action. So the effect just occurs before we do the legendary action. This procs. So Irving, the light that envelops you just explodes in a blast of damage. But you're the only one in it, and because you're the only one in it, we don't multiply the number of dice by how many people are in there. It's just you. So this is 1 dice instead of, if there was 2 people, it would be 2 dice, and so on and so forth. So it's just 1. So you're going to take 9 necrotic as you explode. That's the end of that proccing, but we still have a legendary action to do. So next, let's go back to our friend here, who is going to cast Eyes of the End on everyone that it can see, which is everybody. So, all of you, except for this magical creature that is kind of intangible, it can't cast it on that, but it can cast it on all 4 of you. And so, each of you is afflicted with doom. You feel as this cast envelops you in this kind of grim, dark shadows. You feel death pending. You can feel it crawling up your spine. But Faye, as soon as the shadows envelop you and cast you with that affliction, they are immediately dispelled by the light that you're standing on. So you
Everyone get inside the game.
feel it for just a moment, and then it goes away. That's the legendary action, so that brings us to Bay's turn.
I'm gonna announce to everybody that they need to get inside of a beam. Hopefully it helps you. If not, it's gonna be real awkward coming back alone. And then I'm gonna sprint to Irving. I'm gonna cast some Cure Wounds on ya. For 12. And then that's all I really can do. I used all my movement, and I'm just gonna stay right here.
All right, Irving, you feel some of your wounds close up. So if that's the end of your turn, Bay, then that will bring us to Irving's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna into this circle and fire bolts. And that's only an 8.
An 8 doesn't hit, but you do feel that light envelop you, and it does dispel doom.
Okay. For the save bay. Alright, that'll be the end of my turn.
Farewell. And that brings us to the Night Terror, who will immediately roll to take its moonbeam damage, which will take the full thing. So roll your damage there.
19.
Ooh, good.
That was a nice one.
All right. The beams burn away at the creature once more. That's the top of its turn, so Moonbeam continues. And now we have the Night Terror's turn. After which it's just going to use its cast of Midnight's Missile. We're going to do 1 on Duja, because Duja's right here. 2 on Nightshade. And 1 on Irving. Spread them across like that. Down in a line. So, rolling against Duja first. Duja, that's just 2 force damage for you. Nightshade, this is going to be 2. So, Nightshade, that's going to be 10 force damage for you. And lastly, Irving, that's going to be 4 force. As those bolts of shadowy light kind of emerge from the creature's eyes and arc towards you, chasing you down until they slam into you. That's the end of its turn, which will bring us to Nightshade's turn.
Okie dokie. First things first. We're moving into this little guy. Boop.
Yeah, as soon as you step in onto the glyph that was summoned by those guardians, your affliction of doom is dispelled, and you feel yourself once more. You don't feel that impending death.
Excellent. Next. Boop, boop, boop. Let's just do another Eldritch Blast. Let's just see if we can hit this thing. 14, does that hit?
14 just barely misses.
Can I use my inspiration?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right. Then the
20
does hit. Roll your damage.
Well, 7.
All right.
I'll take it.
Bolt of light slams into the creature and carves away more chunks of its shadowy form. It's now looking pretty ragged. You can see whole chunks of its body missing.
Let's see if we can get it more ragged. Let's have Ribbon attack. Hopefully. Dang
Very
it.
well. 14 also just misses.
Dang it. How do you miss something that big? Oh,
He
well.
snaps at its arm as it's kind of holding with one of them, but it raises its arm up just before he can snap at it. So he just
Well
meets
done.
air.
Okay, and that'll be the end for my turn.
Very well. That'll bring us to Duja's turn. Duja, you're the only one who can feel that impending doom crawling up your back.
Okay.
What do you do?
I want to stay in hit, but I think I should go back to the circle. So I'm gonna go back to the circle.
Very well. Yeah, as soon as you touch that light, it does indeed dispel that. But as you run away, we're gonna actually react to that.
Okay.
It's gonna claw at you as you get about here. But let me double check something first. No, it doesn't have that. Frostbite should be gone by now. I put Frostbite on the wrong thing. That's why I was weirdly alive. Your moonbeam had frostbite. So it's gonna swing at you, just normally, not with disadvantage. But it misses, so you manage to get away scot-free. As it swipes, you kind of duck under the claws and make it to the glyph, which dispels your doom, and now it's still your turn. To
Okay.
continue. You're standing here, just to clarify.
I'm going to throw. I'm gonna throw my other hand axe at it.
Barrel. That's close enough, right? You know disadvantage.
I don't think it's gonna make it 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Man, I should have bit it and then ran away. How much action did I take? 20. I'm just gonna kind of run. I'm gonna run up there. I think it's right here. Oh, maybe back one. There you go.
Very well.
And that'll be my turn. I'm scared to throw my other axe.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Then we're back to a legendary action from our Night Terror. Everybody's favorite Night Terror. Which is going to once more cast Night's End. Though, again, the moon is cut in half, and so only half of the arena is bigger than that red light, again dimming the glyphs on that side. That's the end of the legendary action, so it is now Bay's turn. Bay, how are you holding up?
Woo! I'm living life on the edge right now. And I'm gonna get out of this.
Fair enough.
10, 15, 20, 20. I'm gonna chill over here. And I'm gonna take a moment and heal myself.
Very well.
Oh, well, am I? Yeah. Yeah, it's getting risky. We shall cure myself for 12, and that will be my turn.
Alright. And that'll bring us to Irving's turn.
More firebolts. I'm all out of spell slots. Pretty much.
That's how it works.
Okay, so 20 to hit and 10 damage.
Alright, yeah, you slam more fire into the creature and keep chipping away at its health.
Okay, that'll be the end of my turn.
Now looking fairly beat up. If that's the end of your turn, then that'll bring us to the Night Terror's turn, who is going to again cast Zemarel's Scorn, which is going to afflict Nightshade with that same light that bathed Irving before. But that's all it can do. So it ends its turn there and passes the turn order right to Nightshade.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna get away from everybody. Let me hang on 1 second. Just okay, yeah. I'm just gonna get over here. Maybe not there. Let me hang on. I think I was here.
Yeah, you were on top of the glyph, so that's fine. And yeah, you can feel free to undo stuff. It's your turn, so you can Control Z your movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. Hang on.
All good? That's the whole intention of the attack, is that you got to think hard about your movement. So
I think that should be okay.
Carol,
Okay, so I will move there. I'll also go ahead and just move Ribbon. I think he's just gonna move over one. Okay, I'm gonna have. Actually, I'm not gonna have him move over one. I lied. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Eldritch Blast, hopefully.
Okay.
23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll your damage.
4. Well, you know what? We did our best.
No, still blasts away a tiny chunk of shadow.
Then I'm gonna have Ribbon use Bite. Hopefully.
Carol.
Oh, yeah. Ribbon did it. Yay.
Alright, yeah, that hits. So 7 more damage as Ribbon tears off a piece of shadow with his own fang.
And then I'm gonna have Ribbon move right there.
Carol.
And that'll end my turn.
Alright. I forgot to do Bay's Moonbeam, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll just do it right now. Alright, roll your damage again, because it succeeded, but it'll take half.
4.
Alright, 4 damage taken. That'll carve off another little chunk with the Radiant Light. So, next is Duja's turn. Duja, you're now bathed in that blood red moon, half of it as it careens down towards the platform. What do you do?
I'm going to run right in front of the mother, barely escaping the moon, I hope. And I'm going to chomp chomp on her. The bite is 16 to hit,
That hits.
and 10 damage.
Alright, yeah, you bite off another huge chunk and just tear it right off. Dispersing it
do.
into shadow as you do so, and you think you still heal, right?
Yeah. Right?
Very well. Yep.
Yep. And I lick some of the blood again. And then I get Bark Splitter out. Or maybe not. 7.
7. Then, actually, interestingly enough, you trigger something.
Oh.
You trigger something that we haven't had happen yet. With your natural 1.
Oh no. Oh no.
When you swing at the Night Terror, but you get a natural 1, you just feel your mind kind of suddenly wander as if thoughts were just forced into it. And you're sort of forced to recall all of your past failures, every regret that you have, all of your embarrassments from your entire life. They just flip through your head like a picture book.
Oh, my worst nightmare. Oh gosh.
So you're actually gonna take some psychic damage from that. You take 4 psychic damage.
That is valid.
But that's all that does. So it's still like your turn.
Already bit it. I guess that's it. I'm just gonna try and chill right on the cusp of the moon.
Very well. Then if that's the end of your turn, I also just want to take a second. Everybody, Nightshade's movement was expert there. That was really, really well done. So good job, Nightshade. Because I don't know if any of you noticed, but Nightshade left you that perfect little spot there, Duja. and moved the AoE to not hit anybody, plus leave enough space for Ribbon and you to stand and get in melee range. It was a very good movement. I wanted to
4D
commend that.
chess.
Yeah, that was 4D chess right there.
Thank you.
All right. Then that brings us to the legendary action, which was Night's End. So the entire
Get close though.
the ability you're talking about is like a line AoE. I can drag it
Yeah.
if you want to measure it.
Yes, please.
Should be able to move that.
Okay, so I just need to get.
Also,
which
just to clarify, it's creatures of your choice, so you can have it choose to ignore people.
Ow. So you know this is gonna look cool. I'm having them run through you guys. I'm gonna summon my flock of sheep, and I will need a wisdom saving throw.
You probably have to step one space forward just to hit it,
That's fine. That's all my movement. Boom.
because that'll put it right here. All right, wisdom saving throw. We're trying to beat what? 14? Is that you say?
16.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you were higher because you have the
Mm-hmm.
the little mango that you ate. All right. Then yeah, it fails.
Okay. If it has less than 20 hit points, it falls asleep.
I will say it's immune to this. It's immune to the sleep
figured.
part because it is a nightmare demon, but the psychic damage it's not immune to.
then it is gonna take. It's gonna take 3 psychic damage. I hurt its feelings just a wee bit.
That's a brutal roll. But
That was a little rough.
damage is damage. Yeah, you see that kind of like skin-like mask that it has on its forehead kind of crack a little bit with the psychic damage.
Damn, and now that's really all I can do, guys. Someone kill it, and that'll be my turn.
Very well. Then that brings us to Irving's turn. Irving, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna head up here. And I'm gonna try one more chromatic orb.
Very well. Is this your last spell slot?
I have one more spell slot that I'm saving for like a healing
healing,
word in
yeah.
case we need
Smart.
a healing word.
Smart idea.
Alright. 13 damage.
Alright, 13 damage. You carve away another chunk. The entire creature's form is like rippling and shaking, almost falling apart at its seams, but it is still alive.
Oh. God damn it! Ah! Okay.
Oh.
Well. That's the end of my turn.
Very well. Then that brings us to the Nightshade, or to the, not Nightshade's turn, to the Night Terror's turn. You both got Night. So first things first, Moonbeam. That's going to be a save, so it takes half damage.
Roll high. It's gonna be a 5 or a 6.
5 is pretty good.
All right.
Alright, damage taken. It's now just kind of holding itself barely together. And then it's going to just claw at Duja. With this Devil's Claw. Got 2 rolls to hit. First one is a hit. Second one also a hit.
Oh.
That's going to be a total. That's going to be a total of 13 necrotic damage.
Ooh. I am not looking hot.
But you are alive.
That is true. Barely.
And if you don't kill it before the end of your next turn anyway, then it doesn't matter. That's all the Night Terror can do, which passes the turn order to Nightshade. Actually, sorry, I forgot something. The Nightshade explosion should have procced on its turn as well. So, I just remembered as I looked at Nightshade and saw that glowing thing. So Nightshade, you explode, and there's only one person in your radius, so it doesn't add dice. You just take the smallest amount that you possibly can. And so you're going to take 10 necrotic.
Well, okie dokie.
And the light is now gone, and now it's your turn. Apologies
Okay.
for that.
It's okay. Let's I hate just keeping using Eldritch Blast, but you know what? It's fine.
We do need some damage. So
Yeah, I think that one's the most reliable on damage, so I'm going to hope I can hit it. 25.
that does hit it. Roll your damage.
Come on, please. Well, 4. Oh no. Why? Oh well. 4. 4 it is.
Nightshade,
Eh.
your bolt of eldritch light arcs across the arena and slams straight into the kind of skin-like, sloughed-off mask that the Night Terror wears. And as it hits it, it just shatters the mask entirely. And as the skin kind of turns to tatters and falls off into the abyss, you see the entire creature's shadowy form ripple and begin to collapse in on itself, the mouth sort of turning inside out, and the shadow slowly beginning to disperse. And the form of the night terror gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it just explodes in one last blast of shadow, sending scattering light everywhere. And when that ends, the night terror is gone. And because the night terror is gone, your doom casts are dispelled.
Yeah.
4 damage was all it needed. That was dead on. So, as you look around, you now stand on stained glass platform with no other enemies, just you, as well as these bright stained glass windows that surround you. And as you look around at them, you notice something else. You notice that the shadow and miasma that surrounds the last window, with the night terror's death, it has also been dispelled. And once the shadow fades, you can see another face form from the light. It is again a face that some of you recognize, though perhaps 2 of you do not. The face of Elizabeth.
Did we save her?
I think we're gonna find out.
And you look up at this stained glass window, and it's motionless. Just a visage captured in light and color. And as you look up at it, all you can see is Elizabeth, eyes open and smiling.
Mhm.
And then all around you, you see more wisps of light cascading up from the endless void around you as the stained glass window forms cracks across it. You feel everything rumble beneath your feet again, but not rhythmic footsteps, just a constant vibration as these hairline cracks continue to spread across the glass. As slowly the nightmare is undone, and the magic that surrounds you begins to collapse. But as you look around, worrying how you're going to leave, how to even get out of the dream in the first place, you see one more window begin to glow just a little bit brighter. This window. And as if it was a portal, Suri steps out of it once more. And you see your friend who long disappeared back in the orphanage, standing before you once more. She looks around, slightly confused. What? Where? Where are we?
Ah, you're alive!
Oh.
Siri!
You're still well then. I'm glad.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you as well. But what's happening to this world around us? It's collapsing.
You think? Oh, go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
Well, I guess my guess is maybe we're about to wake up.
Oh. I see. Well then, I suppose I won't be able to go with you.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe we'll see each other again. In another dream.
Yes, maybe you're right. But my memories are restored now. I can see all the way back. And I understand this dream now. And I understand the magic that keeps you all here. I can feel it coursing through everything. Your druid, the one who aids you. I can feel her magic in me. And then she kind of reaches out her hands and you see them sort of glow. And I can channel it.
Oh, shit.
So, for one last time, I'd like to go with you. I'll take you back, out of the dream. If you will, she steps over towards the center. If you'd join me for one last walk.
Of course.
One last walk. All right, Elizabeth.
I have one last question for you, Irving, and for Bay as well. You see, I can feel the magic from outside the dream, but it doesn't stem from you two. You're from somewhere else, aren't you?
Yes. Yes for me.
Same here.
Well, that self-same magic that brought you here, I can channel it once more. I could send you back where you came from, or I could send you to the room where these two sleep. Which would you prefer?
Well, where are y'all at? I want to be semi-close to home.
We're in Elizabeth's house.
Oh. Thank you, Duja.
I don't know how close that was to where you were.
That sounds like a 3-4 day hike from my home. So I'll come. I'll follow through.
They're in Bastila, yeah. They're in Rainbridge.
I have no idea
on
where
the western
they live.
side of Bastila. So if you want to go back, you can. If you would rather go back to where you came from, then you can do that as well. It's your choice. You too.
You know, I've never met one of the kids I saved in real life. It's only ever been in dreams.
Yes, I thought you might like to meet the girl you just spent all this time helping. That's why I offered.
I think I'll take you up on that. I will take the offer.
Very well. And you, Irving?
I would like to not wake up in a guard's cell, so I will join you too.
You're a criminal?
No.
Very well then, Irving. I'll take you back as well. Everybody's ready? She outstretches both of her hands just for you all to take.
Oh, yeah. I shall hold.
Then let's go. One last walk. And as she grabs each of you, you feel yourselves enveloped in light once more. And as the light fades, you see images flash before you. First, you see this Dreamstone portal. And then you see the Rose Maiden again. And then you see Wildflower Walk once more. And then you see the Dreamstone portal in Elwindell again. And as you stand here at the very edge of the dream, you feel Suri sort of clasp your hand just a little tighter. And then all at once, the dream disperses. And the four of you awake. In a small child's bedroom on a rainy night in Rainbridge. And as you look at the room, you see the child in the bed begin to stir, blink her eyes, and wake up. But something else distracts you for just a moment. You look down at your wrists, and gently tied around each of them is a small red ribbon wrapped into a bow. And then Elizabeth wakes up. And Asteria looks around at the four of you, quite confused at the appearance of two new people, and says, was it a success then? She turns around and sees Elizabeth. I imagine that means that's a yes then. She looks back at the four of you and you can kind of see tears welling up in her eyes. Ducha and Nightshade, you're all right. And, well, you two new strangers, I imagine, did you help them?
Babelitis at your service. Don't ever
Oh.
call for me again.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Are you aware that there was demons in that child's head?
Yes,
That
that's why I sent Duja and Nightshade into the dream in the first place, to rid poor Elizabeth of the demon.
You know, when all said and done and settled, I would love to talk to you about how you get other people into dreams.
Yes,
I would like that.
It's a
I would like
complex
to know that.
process, but we can speak of it at another time.
Another time.
She looks towards
No.
you, Irving. It's nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you. I'm Irving.
Well, I'm not sure how you got into the dream, but if you're working with Duja and Nightshade, then you must also have been aiding them, yes?
Oh, I'm not sure either, but it worked out in the end.
Well, I'm glad that it did.
I help. Yeah, I help them.
Well, thank you then. She looks at Nightshade and Duja, and she kind of checks you both over to make sure you're okay. You all kind of feel a little bit stiff and sore from lying in the positions that you've been lying in. But your wounds have vanished. And Asteria looks at you and Nightshade, Duja, and says, you both, did you do it then? All four of you?
I guess so. We killed a big bad demon. And it was really hard. And I sure hope that means that there are no more demons in Elizabeth's little head. Fingers
Yes.
crossed.
What
Well,
happened
Should
to
be
that
much better.
orphanage keeper lady? Sorry.
she kind of rushes over to Elizabeth's side, and you see her kind of check her over, feeling her forehead and stuff. And Elizabeth is kind of sat up in bed. She's kind of wiping sleep from her eyes and blinking around, a little bit confused as to what's going on. And she just says, What's happening? I was dreaming for so long, and he looks across the room at the four of you, and you were there. How were you all there? I've never met you before in my life.
Um, we're Dreamwalkers. We walked up in your dream.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you.
It is lovely to officially meet you now.
Yes, same.
I suppose so.
I'm happy you're okay, Elizabeth.
I feel strange, but I feel well rested, as though I've slept for weeks.
Oh.
You see, Vesemir and Percival and Asteria all kind of nod together. Yes, well, you sort of have, darling, says Vesemir. But it's all right. We're awake now. They kind of pat her on the head a little bit and give her a hug. Asteria walks back towards the four of you and says, "We ought to let Elizabeth recover. Would you mind joining me in the hall?"
Yes, of course.
Now Percival goes with you.
Give a little friendly wave goodbye to Elizabeth.
She waves back to all of you as you leave.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
As you walk out into the hall, Percival is just kind of like, you can see tears in his eyes, and he's like shaking all of your hands and hugging you and just saying, "I can't thank you enough for all of you've done for us. I thought that she would never get better. I feared that she'd die, and you've saved her life. If there's anything I can do, I can pay you all. We have gold."
Honestly, if I could get just like a good meal, that'd be great.
He chuckles a little bit and says, "Yes, of course. We
That
can
is all I
manage that.
require.
a
We'll
meal
cook
with
you up something wonderful.
some real food.
Whatever you
Perfect.
request. Our treat."
You got frog legs?
No, but we can attain them for you if that's what you desire.
I want some stew. Give me some frog leg stew.
We can cook that.
Hell yeah.
It
That's
sounds
what I want.
delicious.
Sounds good as fuck.
What about something veggie, like lots of vegetables and
Veggie stew.
Some
yes.
I'll run
potatoes.
out and fetch every vegetable in the market.
Yay!
Anything for those who saved my little girl.
Yeah, you might want to get a cleric or something to check up on her. I don't know what all that was.
Don't worry, I'll see to her recovery, says Asteria.
Thank Lord. I usually don't meet the children after I save them, so this is strange. Usually I'm one and done. I'm gone. This is nice. I get to
And
talk to people.
you two, is there anything you desire, even beyond a meal?
Um, I'm not sure where I'm going to go after this, so,
Well, wherever it may be, allow us to pay your passage, at the very least.
yeah, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
A ship, a carriage, whatever it is you desire, and wherever you wish to go. And you, Duja.
Um, I think I'll be okay. I should probably go back home, tend to mom and dad's little fabric shop. Probably
Well,
wondering where I went on my adventures.
at the very least, stay for a meal. Cook whatever you desire.
Most definitely. I'll take some of that stew. Sounds delicious.
Very well. As you kind of are talking with Percival, Asteria kind of stares at you, Nightshade, a little bit weird. She kind of cocks her head to the side, and you see her kind of just furrow her brow slightly. And then she points towards your neck and just says, "What's that?"
Hmm?
And you look down, Nightshade, and you're now wearing a necklace. It's a small silver chain that ends in a purple gem.
Huh.
You weren't
I
wearing that when you arrived, were you?
I don't think so.
Hmm. That's rather odd. What is it exactly? It looks like. She kind of gets a little closer. It looks like Dreamstone. What do you do with the necklace, Nightshade?
Hmm. I, you know what? I'm going to take it off first and just look at it because I need to confirm what I'm seeing.
Yeah, the second you touch it, you feel almost like a ripple emerge from the necklace and yourself, and it just sort of, uh, like a wave, passes across the entire room you're standing in and all of your companions. Duja, Irving, Bay, Asteria, and Percival as well. None of you see the following occur. Just Nightshade. Nightshade, the second you touch the necklace, you find yourself standing somewhere else.
Oh.
You find yourself standing in that ripple. And you're surrounded for just a moment by figures you don't quite recognize.
Uh, hello?
You call out to them. They don't answer. They're all sort of shrouded in this same purple light that you are. And as you kind of squint your eyes to look at them, I can just barely make out their forms. You see a human man, a halfling girl, a tiefling, a human, and a Nyanhari. And as you look a little closer, you see that they all have dreamstone of their own. That same purple light emits from a spot on their body. Rings, necklaces, earrings. You sense that they are like you. They all hold an affinity with the dream. You can call out once more to one of them to try to find them. To try to locate them, to learn their name. You can call out once more. It is up to you, and you can consult your companions to choose who you want to reach out to.
Oh. I don't know.
You can talk to the others. They can meta talk to you about this.
I'm biased. I know who I want to pick.
Which of these? So how many of these are actually like player characters? Because I know like I forgot who one of the others was, but
you have met this character before. The other three are unknown. This is Endry. Endry Lockwood from the Candletree Chronicles. This is Sybil from Whispers in the Woods, who is played by the same player as Hervé.
yeah.
I thought I recognized the art.
The other three are unknowns.
I'm guessing you guys would like to see Sybil again?
We would, but we know Sybil already. We don't know the other three.
You could attempt to identify an unknown.
We could have identified an unknown.
I am kind of intrigued by
that was my goat. That was
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
That was mine too.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to call out to her.
All right. All of you make an Arcana together, and we'll just add it all together.
Oof.
Oh yeah, more than sufficient. Nightshade, you focus in and call out to this figure here, the Nyan Hari. You can kind of see her cat ears perched above her head. And so, as you call out to her, you identify her. You see the figure turn towards you and stare right at you. A look of kind of surprise on her face. But as soon as you meet eyes with her, you know her name. You know where she is. Her name is Yuhime, and she's from Ikamura, which for your scale is far to the east in the Glimmering Isles. And then as soon as you call out to her and meet her gaze and learn where she is and what her name is, the ripple fades once more, and you find yourself standing back in the Winchester house, surrounded by your friends once more. And Asteria's still kind of looking a little bit confused at you. He says, "Oh, you're all right, Nightshade. You just were staring off into space for almost a full minute there."
Sorry. Huh.
Did something happen? It was as soon as you touched the necklace.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I don't really know how to explain it, though. It was just like this other place with, I think 5 figures surrounding me.
You
but
saw
all look
other.
very different.
You saw others.
Yes.
You see kind of recognition across her eyes. Others who are also connected to the dream. I see. I understand now. And this dreamstone was fused from Elizabeth's dream, and it's connected you to the others. Other dream druids and others who have an affinity with the Fey realm of the dream.
Oh.
and the end of the dream, which is, of course, slumbering palace. Did you recognize any of them? Or were they all unknowns to you?
They were all unknown to me, but there was one I was able to call out, and her name is Yuhime.
See, not a familiar name to me either. Well, that's certainly an odd occurrence. But very fascinating. If there's some kind of connection, then perhaps it's important that we all, well, connect.
Yes, I think the same. I really want to know more.
Kind of is lost in thought for a moment. I wonder what Lady Pyrosia would think. Perhaps we ought to gather the others and speak with her.
Yes. Yes, I would be interested indeed.
This Yuhime, you said. Do you know where she is?
Oh, to the east. In,
It was spelled like this. Ikamura.
Ikamura.
It's all good. I know that people don't know how to say things instantly. In Ikamura, you say? Well then, I suppose we ought to... Well, I suppose you don't have to come with me, but... We ought to go and try to find her, yes?
Yes. I mean, I would love to come with, if possible.
Of course, yes. You're welcome to come with, and the others too, if you'd like.
Yay! I mean, if you guys want to, you guys don't have to. If you have other obligations.
I won't force your hand, but the offer is extended to you all.
Did Lady Pyrosia, isn't she one of the Archfey?
Yeah, one of the summer court.
Ooh. Oh, then it sounds interesting, actually.
Yeah, that was
I'll
the
be on my
one
way.
that was the one that Sybil had an affinity with. That was the one that you were the champion of. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, Lady Pyrosia is of the summer court. She's steward of the dream, so if there is something occurring, then she may know. Pyrosia was also the one that was missing. Well then, what about you, Bay? Future? The offer's extended to you as well. Would you like to accompany her?
Fuck it, I'll make my way back home eventually. Let's go.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
I have to send a letter to my mother before I leave.
Of course. It'll take us a moment to procure a boat and supplies for the journey, so you can see to that and anything else you wish to take care of in town. And then we'll set out.
Perfect.
Oh, I know what I'm getting before we go. I'm gonna get Nightfish.
Wait, did Nightfish come
Wait.
with us though?
A sudden realization hits you all, and as you sort of look around at all of your things, everything that you gathered inside the dream is still on your person, gifted to you with a little bow on your wrist.
Wait, does that mean... Do I still have ribbon?
You do.
I think you have ribbon.
And you also still have Nightfish.
Nightfish!
Nightfish lives.
I'm so happy!
Are the implications of bringing a living creature out of the dream world into reality?
Yeah, I think we may have just tore space and time altogether, but that's fine.
It's
We
like
have Nightfish.
it's like having an imaginary friend that becomes a little more tangible.
Yeah.
which is exactly what Suri was. So, and so the four of you have a goal before you, a new destination in mind, a new land to travel to and explore, and someone that you're seeking. And Asteria will make the arrangements for you, so the rest of you can take some time to recover. Percival runs off to go fetch some ingredients, cook you guys a stew. And so, as we end the campaign, it ends with a few about an hour later, as you're all gathered around in the kitchen, happily eating stew together, with a new goal in mind, and Elizabeth properly saved. And that is where Dreamwalker ends.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
I always
We
take a
all
screenshot.
lived. Oh, and screen.
I take a screenshot of you all because I always take little screenshots of the final shot of the campaign.
Final scene.
All right. So let's head back over here. Get some comfy music. Turn that rain off. Let's get our comfy music back. All right. So, yeah, that's the end of the campaign. It was a really good time. I had a blast. You guys were really fun to DM for. So yeah.
It was a pleasure having you DM for us.
Yeah, this was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you.
And we
And
lived.
you did all live, yeah. Nobody died except for
We died a
Mother
couple
Midnight,
times.
but
Fuck
good
Mother
riddance.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the way that we do things on this channel, just for the new people's sake, since it's a living world and things continue even though campaign's over, I always have you guys like kind of pick a new destination. You can choose whatever you want, or you can choose kind of whatever hook I give you at the end. It's always up to you guys. You can send your characters off to whatever corner of the world you want to. And so you guys all opted to go with Asteria and look for Yuhime. So that's where you guys are headed. And then because you all have sort of like a goal and things that you're doing, then if any of you wish to come back and do cameo roles or another little like short little one-shot thing or things like that, and the characters emerge back into the story because they're doing something relevant, then the invitation is of course extended to all of you. So don't feel like you need to if you're busy, but if I'm ever doing something and your character suddenly connects to it, I will be popping up to talk to you and be like, hey, would you like to have a little night where you show up and hang out? So that invitation is extended to all of you guys for the future, basically forever. And if you're not available, then that's not a big deal. We can always just have your character kind of appear in the background. But yeah, so the continuation is there if you wish it to be. But if you would like that to be the end of your character story, that is 100% your choice. So, yeah, we finished it all up. That was a really fun campaign. I put a lot of work into it, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Because it ended up quite good, and I'm pretty happy. Is there any like questions? Did anybody have something that they wanted to know? Because sometimes we reach the end of a campaign and there's like one little like loose end that somebody was like, "What the hell was that?" I always let people ask questions at the end. Chat can ask questions. You guys can ask questions. Feel free.
How with the moon and the falling? How are we meant to do that? If I didn't have dispel, what were we meant to do?
Dispel was the easiest way to do it. You would have had to attack
Thank
it.
God. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank God. I just got that spell too, guys.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. I felt pretty satisfied with this one. I feel like we covered a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
you really
made
did.
a
There's nothing that
Yeah,
stands
okay.
out that I can think of.
I think you guys absorbed a lot of the subtext that I put in there too, which is good.
We did get stuck on that hippocampus though. That
True.
one got us. That one got us. It was too obvious. We were just like, nah.
You don't have to raise your hand, balcony chat. You can just ask the question.
Raise your hand.
You don't have to raise your hand, chat. Yeah, that was there's a lot of little stuff I hid in there. I don't know. You guys got the hippocampus one eventually. There was Madame Vesper was a little hidden one there too. Representing Vesemir and Percival, of course. Being the combination of their names, right? Of course, Elwyn Dell was just Elizabeth Winchester with Elwyn, right? I don't know. That one wasn't very hidden. What was the combat music for both phases? The first phase was Symphony of the Void from Divinity Original Sin 2. The second one was that one boss fight at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. I forget the exact song name. Chibi might know it, but it was the theme from Kingdom Hearts 2 where you fight that boss in a similar looking arena. That's why I used it.
What was the one called Dreamwalker?
Oh, I changed the title of your theme because I wanted to. If anyone was looking at it, I wanted them to have the title drop moment. That's from Dragon's Dogma Online, which is a really weird pull.
Huh.
But all of the stuff that I use for you guys in regards to like the one you were currently listening to right now, plus this one, which was Suri's theme. This was actually what chat was hearing when they were waiting for the stream to start every week. So that's why I was using that motif. So yeah, this was Suri's theme. I was using it for Suri, and it's from Dragon's Dogma Online. Then for the moment when they all show up again, this one is the same motif from the same game, just the action version of it. So it's that same little melody that plays, both from Dragon's Dogma. This isn't a question, but I want to know your thought process for the combat in detail. Okay, yeah, I can talk about that a little after if you want. But we'll let these guys run first so that I don't have to go deep into it. Or I can just message it to you on Discord too. Yeah. So yeah, this was the motif right here. This is what I was using for all of Dreamwalker. And so they were hearing that every week when they funneled into the stream. That's why it was making them all cry. All right. So yeah. If nobody has any more questions, then we can do our little wrap up and let everybody run. Yeah, it was the motif. Callback. Okay. So, let's let our our party introduce themselves so you can go watch their content. Starting with Kat. Tell them where they can find you.
Hello, I'm Cat Planet Shine, codename Sparkle Ryuichi. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and my archive on YouTube under Sparkle Ryuichi. I like to play a variety of different games, but especially Kirby and Dragon Quest. And I also like to do a lot of like voice acting in the games too. So come and have a come by and stop by and have a fun time with me.
Very nice. You should all go watch Kat stream. Next, Boomy.
Hello, everybody. Oh,
Speaking of people you should watch.
Hello. My name is Boomy Mamana of Lucid Multimedia. Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought just then. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at STFUBoomy and on YouTube at STFUBoomy_. I play a variety of games But most of the time, I'm just really chatting. Chatty is who I am. But yeah, I play a lot of different games. So if you like some chaos, feel free to stop by.
Yeah, I've watched your just chatting streams. They're really fun. So go check that out.
Thank you.
Next up is Charlie Thorn.
Hi, I'm Charlie Chorn, and I do art on Twitter and Instagram. Some like illustrations and some animated, and I do commissions. So, jazz hands.
Yeah, go take a peek. Go look at it because it's all really nice art, and you won't regret that decision. Last but not least, Bay.
What do I call myself? How have I been calling myself?
You
Anyways,
just
I'm
been
me.
saying your username every time. I think.
Yeah. I'm me. You can come up with a nickname, but you can find me. I don't do anything, but you can still find me on Twitter and Instagram at 2bumnugget. Twitter has my intrusive thoughts posted on it. Don't question me. And Instagram has my beautiful face. So you get to see a little bit of both. But yeah, I don't do nothing. But yeah, thanks. Follow, like, and subscribe. Click that
Yes,
like button and ring the bell.
You should do that. Yes, Senan, you're right. Ridiculous talent on this lineup. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. So with that, thank you all for playing, all four of you. It was an absolute blast. You guys are great players. Even though some of you were fairly new to D&D. It was still a lot of fun to play with you. You guys were really good at always staying in character, and like if you were gonna tell a joke, it was always in character, and so that's why it was really satisfying for me to DM for it, because I never had to break character to like rein you guys back in. It was just always like related to the actual campaign. It was great, an absolute dream team to DM for. I can tell you that.
Dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Dream, going
For the
deeper.
dream team, going
Dream walker, walking the dream team.
walking in the deep dream.
Walking in the deep dream.
Yikes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was an absolute blast. So thank you guys for being excellent players. And if you need to run right now, then feel free, and we'll just wrap up on stream. So if you do need to run and head out, feel free to go do so.
We're not ready to say goodbye.
Not ready to say goodbye? That's fair enough.
Not yet.
I'm gonna miss you
Yeah.
guys a lot.
This has been great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have a little reunion. We'll do something in Ikamura once we're able, and
Hell
we'll
yes.
have a little like maybe like 1 week or even 2 week if we need it. Little like 1 to 2 session thing with Yuhime. I think that'll be
That'd be
fun.
fantastic.
Oh, you know, I do have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have a question.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there ever are the different groups ever gonna like run into each other? Like would Dreamwalker players run into the Whisper in the Woods players? And if so, how
That's-
are me and Irving gonna do that?
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
end. That's the end goal, and you guys. It'll be like kind of like
Two
a
players.
brief. It'll be a brief encounter, and you guys will go separate ways. But
Oh, hell yeah,
the
hell
idea
yeah.
is, I'm really obviously, looping everyone who relates to dreams together. So you guys are kind of tied. I'm tying campaigns together with threads, and you guys are obviously threaded together
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Whispers gang because
Oh yeah.
the Whispers gang is also looking for people to help with the dream thing. And so the idea is I would kind of group you guys up and then let you interact. And so you would just have like a couple scenes where you talk as both characters. But
Oh yeah.
then we would just split you up again and give you each tasks to accomplish. And you guys would both sort of try to have you'd be working towards the same goal but doing separate tasks, essentially, right?
All right.
Because you guys are both.
I thought of it, and I was like, all my characters are kind of the same. They all talk the same. I'm like, if we ever get two my characters in one spot, we're not gonna know who's doing what.
Well, the idea is both campaigns now, all 8 of these people have been marked as enemies of Zemeral, which is the
Hell yeah.
realm of nightmares, and so you guys are all kind of like
Woo.
you're the demon hunters of Zemeral. They don't like
Oh
you.
hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. All right. Cool.
So yeah, if you guys are all able to, we would find a time that would work in the in the eventual future, I got to get some more campaigns up and running first and stuff like that. Some new people, some old returning people and stuff like that. And then once I kind of get it all straightened and figure out what I want to do, then you'll hear from me again, and we'll do another little thing. Not as long as this one for sure. It won't be like months and months and months. But we'll do another smaller thing, so it's easier to commit.
Well,
As long as
I will look forward to this.
as long as
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
wants. So yeah, that's what we'll do in the future, and that's what you guys have to look forward to, chat. So unless anybody has anything else, we can just wrap up here, and that'll be the end of Dreamwalker. It's always bittersweet because it was a good ending, but you're always sad to see it go. I always say at the end of basically every campaign, like if I could just keep every campaign going permanently forever, I probably would, because they're just so much fun to play. So if I had like infinite amount of time, then I would just play with all of you guys constantly. But I think the fact that things end, it's what makes them special. So I think having a good ending rather than just dragging things on, I think that's better. So we'll bring the characters back when they fit in nicely, and we'll call this chapter closed. So that's all I have for you, chat. I'm like, no. So let's send everybody to Rika, who's doing art. I think Rika's working on her model, isn't she? Seems like it. Working on Rika 2.0? Seems like it. Okay. Then let's send everybody to Rika. Go watch Rika do basically magic, but with art. And that's where I'll leave you all. Thank you all for watching. You guys have been a great audience as well. Thank you all for showing up for the finale. It was a really great session. I had a blast. That was a boss fight that I've been working on for over a month now. And it was pretty complex, and I'm glad that I remembered all of it. So thanks for playing, players. Thanks for watching, watchers. And I hope you all have a very good night. The next campaign that will start up will probably be the season 2 of Silver Song. So bringing those characters back for another run. And then there will be some new stuff starting as well. So look forward to that in the future. We don't have a day yet, so I can't announce anything specifically. But of course, you guys know me. I'll be screaming about it on Twitter and the Discord when it does happen. So you'll know about it once we get a day settled. So look forward to 3 Crowns, which is their next little arc in their adventure, as they deal with the consequences of their actions. So with that, I hope you all have a very good night. Thank you all for watching. I bid you all adieu.